Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday and a good night. I have to say that a lot of you listened to that video yesterday. I was very impressed at the work that I received. I heard from a lot of people who struggled on some problems, needed some help. And I made a few phone calls and everything is great. So remember, be proud of your work, be proud of yourself, and make sure when you do something, you do it to the best of your ability, because that's what makes you awesome. All right, so we had a little mini homework assignment last night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna just show you all the answers at once here, and I'll put the camera right down on here. You'll notice that what I did here is I just took all of these coordinates and I put letters. So for -4, -2, I started at the origin. I went -4, down -2. I put an H for the hill. And I did that with all the other locations. And then I just find the distance. And a lot of you I knew would like the fact that you can just skip count between the letters, between the locations. And so you did a really nice job. So these are the answers to your homework questions. Reach out to me if there's any that you don't understand. The hardest question, I think, was this one. And it said Pete's treasure is located 4 units from the pond. So here's the pond. Now, 4 units from the pond could be 4 units this way, 4 units this way, 4 units this way, or 4 units this way. And these are all the points that I've been able to figure out. And what it says here, the treasure is located at one of those points. It's closest to the ship, and the ship is right down here. So I assume that guy is the closest to that ship. All right, so today is going to be the last lesson of the week. Tomorrow will be a review, and Friday will be a catch-up day, and we'll move into the weekend. So today what we're going to do is we're going to plot some polygons on this coordinate plane, and we're going to practice plotting those points. We're going to be practicing finding some distance, and then we're going to answer questions that we are familiar with. Perimeter, area. And I've included some of the formulas that we've studied just so you have them at your disposal. Okay, so let's start. It says here, plot and label points to form basic shapes and identify those shapes. So let's take number 1, for instance. Let's plot these 4 points on our coordinate plane, and let's see what happens. So the first point is -4, 8. So let's plot that, -4, 8. So we're going to start at the origin. The first number always crawls. So we're going to go -4 and up 8. And what we're going to do is we're going to put an A next to that point. All right, good job. A lot of people like to label the point with the coordinate. That's fine as well. Let's go to the second point, B, 6, 8. 6, 8. So we'll start at the origin. Let's go 6, 8. And that's going to be letter B, 6, 8. Good job. This is our 4th or 5th day of plotting points, so hopefully you remember this from 5th grade. Let's try C, -4, 1. -4, 1. C, -4, 1. And the last point, D, 6, 1. 6, 1. And what I'm going to do is label everything just so you have it. So your job right now is to figure out what shape have we just created. Well, in order to do that, let's take a second. Let's trace, connect the dots like we are so good at from kindergarten back in the day. All right, so what shape have we created? Well, some may say a square, some may say a rectangle. Let's find out for sure. So how do we do that? Well, let's find out the distances of the sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a length of 7. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what shape is this? Since all the sides are not the same, it is a rectangle. Okay. So we have to find the perimeter and the area of this rectangle. So perimeter, we remember, is where we add up all the outside lengths. We know if this is 7, the opposite side of 7. We know if this is 10, the opposite side is 10. So let's find the perimeter of this shape. So I'm going to put perimeter. I'm going to say P equals side plus side plus side plus side. All right, so I'm going to lay this down here. Let's see if I can get some space here. I can. All right. So let me just plug into this formula. We have 10 plus 10 plus 7 plus 7. 10 and 10 is 20. 7 and 7 is 14. The perimeter is 34 units. You'll notice I showed all my work. I didn't just do it in my head, talking about being your best, showing your best, being respectful, being proud. There's my work, and there's my answer. So area of this shape. Again, pause this video at any point if I'm going too fast. That's the good thing about these videos. There aren't very many good things about virtual teaching, but one of them is you can pause the video. Let's find the area of a rectangle. We know the formula is base times height, or length times width. So let's find the area. Base times height. Let's get that boxed off. All right, so the base, the bottom, is 10. The height is 7. And 10 times 7 is 70. 70 units squared. You guys are pros at those. So today's lesson really is a review of everything we've learned with geometry, but we're plotting points first. And the last question for number 1 is located in what quadrant? So just something you might want to remind yourself, this is quadrant 1, Roman numeral 1, quadrant 2, Roman numeral 2, quadrant 3, Roman numeral 3, and this is what a Roman numeral 4 looks like. And we don't really have time for me to explain Roman numerals to you, but just believe me, that's how you make a 4. This V is a 5, and they put a 1 in front of it that subtracts it. But I would have gone over that in class, but I don't get to see you guys anymore. All right, so what quadrants is this rectangle in? Looks like it's in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. And that's how you do today's lesson. Looks like for number 2, we have 3 points. That's going to make a triangle, right? And then 3 and 4, we have 4 points, 4 points. So I'm assuming those are going to be squares or rectangles. I want you to give those a shot. So your work today, you have to do 2, 3, and 4. Get in your answers and post to Google Classroom. Before I leave you today, I'm just going to plot number 2 just to kind of see what it looks like, and then I'll send you guys on your way. So E is 5, 7. 5, 7. Too bad they're overlapping, huh? F is 8, 7. Of course it's overlapping, right? Next year I'm going to have to do it so it's maybe down in the 3rd or 4th quadrant so that it doesn't overlap. And then G is 5, 0. So if I connect the dots, that is a triangle, right? So hey, I got you. Let's stay on for number 2. Why not? Do you notice it doesn't ask for the perimeter for number 2? I wonder why. Take a look at that shape. Perimeter is the distance. So we have 1, 2, we have 3 at the top of this triangle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the side. And we can't count this diagonal because there's nothing to really count. Nothing about this line actually lands on points I can physically count. So I can't find the perimeter of this triangle, but I surely can find the area. We can do base times height, and we know a triangle is half of a rectangle, so we divide it by 2. So let's do that. Area equals base times height divided by 2. 3 times 7 divided by 2 equals 21. And what's half of 21? You can use your calculator if you need to. It's 10.5. Again, pause the video, go back, watch it again. Whatever it takes to be proud of your work. And that shape is located in the first quadrant. All right, so I kind of did a little of your virtual homework for you guys, but that's because I like you guys. All right, so you have 2 problems left. I hope you guys have a good Wednesday. Remember, tomorrow will be a review day. I'll send you out the review paperwork tomorrow, and on Friday it'll be a catch-up day, enjoy the weekend kind of thing. So get your Google Classroom work in, get it done early, and I will see you later. Reach out if you need anything. Have a wonderful day, people.